Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place to find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Monday. So, I'm here with my friend and partner, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Tara Lena from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. It's time for coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations. We want to say welcome to everyone. Welcome to you guys watching on the replay. We're so glad to have you here today, and we hope you'll join in the conversation as we explore our topic today. How you doing, Fran?
I am doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Woo. It is the week of Christmas.
Yes, it is.
Christmas week. Let me see. Good morning, Cecilia. With it being Christmas week, we want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everyone who is watching this live and on the replay. And we also want to say thank you for tuning in these many Mondays. You could have been a lot of places, but you decided to check in with us today, and we are so very grateful, so thankful. And so today we got a good conversation. We're going to be preparing for new arrivals.
New arrivals.
New arrivals. Now, what are new arrivals? New arrivals could be just about anything. If, when a new mom or a woman is pregnant and she is getting ready for new arrivals, what does she do? She's been to the doctor. The doctor said the baby is cool. Everything's on the way. Now, what are the next steps?
Well, the closer you get, the more you start to nest. In other words, prepare the space for the new arrival. So now you're out, you're buying car seats. That's probably the priority, get the baby home from the hospital or around once the baby's born. So you've got car seats and baby showers going on and diapers and playpens and, pack and plays. All kinds of wonderful things are going on.
So you're getting prepared for what you expect. You're expecting, and so you're preparing for what you expect. So that's what we want to talk about in the realm of business. In 2021, you expect business to come. You expect new customers, new clients. You expect to reconnect with the clients you've already been in business with. You expect to have more business. You expect your business to expand and to grow. Well, since we're expecting all of that, we need to prepare for all of that. Do you have your email list together? Have you gone through it and cleaned it up? We will be conversing with you a lot more in 2021. We didn't do so much in 2020, but 2021, you're going to be hearing from us. It won't be spammy. It will always be something of interest and things that you can use for your business. So what else do we do when we're getting prepared for new clients, reconnecting with our other clients? How else do we prepare?
Well, you're looking forward to it. So you're letting people know that the baby's coming, right? You send out baby announcements.
Oh, so you're marketing?
Okay. And, you see more of that now with these reveals, right?
Right.
Because you're building up building up in anticipation of the new arrival. So now you've got baby reveals all over the social media. Everybody wants to know what sex the baby is, and involving dads in the process. Yeah.
So to sum it all up to say is that you're preparing for something. You're not just going to skate into 2021 like 2020 didn't happen.
Yeah.
You got to go in prepared. What did you say this morning? You have to go in with your eyes open and making the shift.
Mm-hmm.
Going into 2021, you know what took place, and I think you said it's not going back to the way it was.
It's not going back. Let's just say this. We've gone from washable diapers to disposable diapers. Okay. There's been a shift in the industry. Okay. The majority of people use disposable diapers now. The majority of the people have moved from brick and mortar to online shopping.
Mhm.
And it was accelerated as a result of all the things we went through in 2020. They say that we had over 10 years, what normally would have taken 10 years to make the shift, we did it in 9 months.
Oh, wait, 9 months for what? Developing?
From March to December, we have moved to digital commerce as consumers.
And if we as business owners haven't moved to digital commerce, and this is a biz chick number, whichever one it is, make it easy for people to pay you.
Oh yeah, make it easy for people to pay you.
Case in point, somebody said, "Well, I take Venmo and something Zelle." I was like,
"Well, I don't have Venmo and Zelle.
I don't do Venmo." So you might need to have a common denominator way of accepting a payment.
Mm-hmm. Can you take checks? Can you take
Square?
Yeah.
It seems to me Square covers all of it. Stripe probably covers all of it. Anywhere that they can process a card without a hassle.
Exactly.
So that's one of the things preparing for new arrivals, preparing for different ways people pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the kids are cash apping.
I find Cash App very effective. My one of my Mary Kay people didn't take Cash App, but when she found out that I did, she was willing to add it to her repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Lakeisha said, "Hi, I take it however they want to give it, however they want to give it."
exactly.
See, that's the thing. Because people don't have a lot of time to try and figure it out. Like checks.
Yes.
I was like, okay, wait. Okay, so we are doing renewing our something with the county. I went online to find out how to go in there and do it. They are antiquated.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said, you know, fill out the form and bring it in. Okay, one, we can't go traveling, and y'all are not supposed to be. We are still open, and
In California, but unnecessary travel should be.
But they're doing social distancing and they're doing everything else, and I'm like, okay, but you want me to pay you now? I got to write a check or get a money order.
Mm-hmm.
They do take all forms of payment only if you come into the building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's not helping me. That's not helping me because I don't want to leave my house. I have gotten used to the digital commerce where you can order something and get it in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it comes to my door. What a blessing.
Why can't I send you something? So they do have it where I can write a check and send it by mail, but I'm like, okay, do I even have a check for that account?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because I do everything online. Do you take a phone, or, you know, can you take a card? Well, they can't take a card in the form, you know, like put your card information in. They didn't even do that. I was like, okay.
One transaction, the person had to wait a month because I had to go order some checks. I did not have checks. I'm like, okay, and they didn't have any other form of transacting business.
So make it easy for people to pay you. Lakeisha said, I was at the dentist with a goodie basket and she said, you take Venmo. Oh, yes.
See? Yeah.
So, make it easy for people to pay you. That's being prepared for new arrivals.
Hmm.
However, like Lakeisha said, however they want to give it, I'm going to take it.
There you go.
So, what is another way to be prepared? Is your office prepared for you to work efficiently? You are at home. Now I like Coach Karen. Coach Karen got her whole setup done. People know what time to come knock on her door when people are not supposed to knock on her door. She's ready for new arrivals. She's been ready for years. But I admire the fact that she has certain time frames for people to come in and knock on the door. Is your calendar set up for new arrivals?
Oh,
Because if you're so busy over here trying to clean up and do that, everything should have space on your calendar. Does that make sense? Okay, so there shouldn't be any ball dropping. There's no dropping of the ball when it comes to your clients because you got things slotted out on your calendar. You know what time you're going to be doing what when.
mm-hmm.
Right? Preparing for new arrivals. And part of preparing for new arrivals is put something on your calendar for you to study out what you need to do for the new arrivals.
I think also an important thing to put on your calendar is time to think. Sometimes we are so rushed, and even though we're not moving, our minds are just, thinking about the next thing and the next thing because we're so used to organizing things for ourselves and others that we don't take time to think things through. We're reacting, I guess, is more what we're doing. We're reacting and we are in go mode all the time. So if you schedule time to reflect, if something is troubling you, you can actually just rest your mind and let your thoughts bring it to you. Because
I like that because one of the things that I had put on my list is to schedule time to think. So I have to go into the calendar and put it on the schedule, time to think.
Mhm.
Even if
There's
it's
research, and it's a difference from research and thinking. You know what
right.
I
We're
mean?
not talking about research. We're just talking about think. Just be still
Just get
and
still,
think about.
relax your mind, and let the thoughts flow. It's sort of like brainstorming. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? How can I do this? Because you've already done the research. The information is there, but you haven't had time to really process it and think about how does this apply to what I do?
Or how do I apply it for my business?
Mhm.
Because we have TJ does a fantastic job teaching us all about digital marketing, social media. Coach Karen does a fantastic job about teaching us how to get our money right, what
Yes,
our plans and everything else. But how do you implement the information you have gleaned? The
exactly.
information that we give you, it needs to be implemented, but it needs to be done wisely for your business. That's going to require you time to think
Yeah,
about what part of this do I need for my business and how will I implement it for my business?
there you go.
Because not everything is for everybody.
And I think that is another thing. You need to figure out what you really need and narrow it down so that you can become proficient at that thing that works for you and let the rest go. Don't be afraid to let the rest go. Be a specialist. Be targeted. Uh, you'll find that it's much more beneficial because then you can, whenever something new comes out about that particular thing, you have enough space in your mind to really study it.
Right. And to see if the new changes are going to work for you.
Mhm.
Um, and once you find your rhythm and your flow and you're in your groove, so to speak, stay there. Just stay right in your groove. Don't move. Oh, that's a rhyme. Stay in your groove. Don't move and get it done. And
Mhm.
don't have to be looking at somebody else's paper. I don't look at Terry's paper to see if I'm doing my business all right, because my business is different than Terry's. My flow,
Mhm.
how I flow is different than Terry's. And so I have to figure out what's my flow. What is it that I'm trying to do? Lakeisha says here, I found the best time to think for me is after the gym time. Blood is flowing to the brain, and either after shower or right before. Right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Do you even make time to go to the gym or work out? For me, if I'm going to do what I need to do this year, 2020, I
Mhm.
need to work out. That is one of my things. Okay, because we talked about this top 10 list from last year. No condemnation if you didn't get any of them done. Just roll them over to 2021. Boy, I'm rhyming today. Okay. Roll them over to 2021, figure out the ones that you're going to do. What is important to you? It may not even
Mhm.
be 10. It might just be one thing that you need to work on. It could be your
Mhm.
health, your
Yes.
physical health. And if that is priority, what does it need? What do you need to do to get your physical health in order? Because what we are doing every day, if we are eating wrong every day, not exercising every day, that's a habit and that's a routine. That routine is not going to end well. So we need to figure out, what do I need to do to improve my health? Okay, I need to walk, I need to ride my bike, I need to go to bed at a particular time, I need to drink more water, I need to cut back on the meat, I need to cut back on sugar. Whatever you need to do, you need to make your health a priority. Because if you don't have your health, the rest of the stuff that we talk about,
It doesn't matter.
mm-mm.
It's it's just a miss. It's just a miss.
Because whatever funds that you bring in, you're going to be giving back out to the healthcare professionals, and we love them, but I don't need to give you my money.
Not and unnecessarily.
Mm-mm. Because I didn't do what I was supposed to do, because I did not prioritize my health.
I think too, guys, I want to say this. Do not despise small beginnings. Take a 10-minute walk. Then
You
the
know,
next month, take a
thank you.
15-minute walk.
Thank you very much. Get up out the chair.
And then the time, next month, take a 20-minute walk. And even if you don't want to do that, start with 10 minutes, then go to 11, 12. By the end of the year, you'll be walking at least 30 minutes. Come on, folks. Let's not get distracted by the fact that we have to do an hour, 2 hours of exercise a day. Let's start with that and build up from there. By year 2, you will be walking 40 minutes, almost 50 minutes.
You'd be surprised how much you get done. And if you can't move that well, get out, stand up, and just lift your feet. Just pick your feet up, 5 or 10 times, but do some type of movement.
Mhm. Start
We
with 10 seconds, and then go, you know what I mean? Then build up to a minute. But circulation is very important. And so you've got to move. Move
must move. Lakeisha says you can't do anything sick,
it. Hmm.
and Cecilia says amen to that.
And don't beat yourself down because you see these fitness experts doing all this stuff, and everybody's dancing on TikTok for hours, and people are giving away free um, fitness stuff. Okay, you might not be able to do the full workout. It's okay.
Start somewhere, because even if you get on the bike, if you got an exercise bike or whatever, and you can only go, and they're telling you, okay, pick up your speed, and you can only pick it up by 1 beat. Take
Mhm.
it. It's bet you got on the bike. Let's celebrate that. You
You
got
see what I mean?
it up. Now, anybody who has an Apple Watch, it'll tell you when it's time for you to stand up. stand up. Get up off your feet. Just stand up,
Hmm.
and it'll remind you time to stand. Get out of that chair.
Yep.
Even if you are not doing full on exercises, get out
They
of
say
the
that
chair.
what sitting is the new smoking
Get
because we've been home so much that we are just seated here staring at devices, TVs, laptops, phones, tablets. And then when we're not doing that, we're sitting eating. We're just it's sitting. You know what I mean?
stand up, walk around your block. They didn't say you couldn't go outside.
No, they did not.
Get up, walk around the block, or get up. Remember when we would walk in Terry, we would see one guy, he would get up, walk to the end of his driveway, and turn around and walk back. And he might do that just one time, but he made time for movement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Getting I guess I'm going to share this little story. We got time. Okay. So I'm reading this book, and the book talks about putting on excess weight is like this. Okay, we all work in an office. So somebody brings you up 2 boxes of things that need to be shredded and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 2 boxes come in, you shred them and get rid of them. So
Okay.
the next day, 2 more boxes come in. But today you didn't shred it. You only shred 1 box. So now you got 1 box over there sitting.
Mm-hmm.
You shredded 1 box, but tomorrow 2 more boxes are coming. And if you don't shred them 3 boxes, now it's starting to build up.
Ooh.
This is how weight comes on our body. We take in certain things, but we don't get rid of it. So
Mm.
the body is having a little bit of challenge getting rid of something because sometimes, okay, all the sugar that's in stuff, our body can't get rid of that as easily as we would like it to. So we need to bring in the good stuff that can be readily used by the body and get it out. That
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Where, okay, so we need to eat. We need to have the packaging. Maybe you bought a record player or CD player. You got the package, you took the CD player out, now you got the box from it, and you put the box over in the corner. That's waste, right? That's the boxes over there. How many boxes we got stacked up over in the corner on our waistline because we're not getting rid of the waste that comes in every time we take something in. When something comes in the body, it has to go out. It can't
Mm-hmm.
just come in and just stay and come in and just stay. And that's where it keeps, our waistline gets bigger and bigger, our thighs, because the body tries to keep it away from the organs.
Mm-mm.
Body's like, okay, I can't, let me put it on the shoulders. Let me put it on the arms. Let me put it on the legs. Because it's trying to keep it off the heart and the lungs.
Got you.
And it's trying
Yeah.
to get it away. So if we take in the good stuff that the body can, what is it, biodegradable, where the body can break it down real quick and get it out,
Mhm. Yes. Digest, they call it.
but break it down and get
Yeah.
it out of the system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If we can help our body do that by taking in only the things or the things that it can break down the way it should and quickly and get it out, we'll be a lot better. Because right
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm looking at me, I'm like, okay, I need to figure out why this stuff is still here because I keep bringing in new stuff without getting rid of the old stuff.
Mm. Okay. I like that. I like that example because it's very clear to me. I can see how that would happen every time I skip a day of walking. I can see how that would happen every time I add something extra to my diet.
It's just like a bank account in reverse. You brought in too much. We brought in more than we're spending.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We brought in more than we're burning up. And okay, to get rid of it, we just need to burn more and maybe back down on what we're bringing in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I was like, okay, I need to get this trash out of here. I need to get that out. How do I do that? Okay, I need to move, burns up the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Having
Mm-hmm.
exercise burns up all the calories and the fat and all of that. We all know that. But do we do that? That don't mean you got to do P90X. It just means you need to move more today. And Casey Treat said, you got it. You put it on one bite at a time. You're gonna need to take it off one less bite at a time. So maybe I back down what I'm putting in just a little bit. Maybe I don't eat the cookies and pies and cakes and stuff, and maybe I eat apples and fruits and vegetables, things my body can handle, and then work out. Karen said, when I was growing up, my mom and aunties will purge.
Yes, I remember my grandmother would give us black jaw every spring, talk about cleaning us out. And she says the same with clothing. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, because we keep bringing in crap. Closets in there, you keep buying stuff. I was thinking about buying a sweater or something. I'm like, okay, I got a sweater in there. All I need to do is take it to the cleaners. Not that I can't have the sweater. I don't like having clothes everywhere and I don't have a place to put them.
Exactly.
Everywhere you look, there's laundry, and I'm like, okay, this is not good.
Because what happens is what Karen is talking about right there. The same with your mind. When you have clutter in your house, your mind is cluttered and you can't think clearly.
And she says, set up the fridge for success. Okay, so when you go grocery shopping, now that it's all digital, you don't have to have that. You don't have that problem of walking down the aisle putting stuff in the basket, because when you are looking at it digitally, you're putting stuff in the basket that you know that you need, and there's no temptation to put the other stuff in. So set up your fridge for success. I love that, Karen.
Mm-hmm. And
Don't bring it in the house. Don't bring the apple pie in the house. Bring the bag of apples in.
There you go. Leave the pastry behind. Cecilia says, moving while listening. Listening to you, there's almost an hour there. Okay.
Right.
So she says she does her moving while she's listening to us. So you can combine these activities. Yes, I get a lot of podcasts done when I'm walking.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have a rebounder sitting in here, a little mini trampoline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can bounce and watch TV. You don't have to sit and watch TV.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How does that tie into preparing for new arrivals? Well, I want to be healthy, fit, and trim going into 2021 so that I can do my business in 2021 without the extra stress. Oh my gosh. You don't want to hear what the health professionals got to say. You don't have to get a bad report if you do good stuff. This body is so wonderful. It heals itself if we help it.
Mm-hmm.
We can't keep putting stuff in it, expecting it to just. I heard a message yesterday. The young man was teaching, and he said, when you have a headache, it's not because you have a deficiency of Motrin or a deficiency of Advil. Your body's not calling for Motrin or Advil. It's calling for something that it's lacking, probably water, proper food, some sleep, something. Your body is calling for something, and it's not the Motrin for you to mask the headache. We've got to do what we need to do to propel us to be better in 2021. We cannot not prepare. And I like Karen's idea, set up your fridge for success. Set your house up for success.
That's what I'm talking about.
Go to bed. I remember Dr. Lorraine Day said there's disease comes from 4 things: lack of sleep or rest, lack of water, poor
Mhm.
nutrition, and stress. Them four
Mhm.
things will cause your body to be it will cause disease in your body.
Mhm.
Four things that we can avoid. So instead of, we need to drink more water.
There you go.
Okay, not coffee, not tea, not juices, water. Drink some water. Your body needs to hydrate. The second thing was proper nutrition. We
Get
know
it.
better. Come on, fruits, vegetables, not so much meat. You might want to cut back on the meat. Don't mean you don't have to have it. Just cut back on it. Meat is very hard to digest.
Mhm.
And because it's hard to digest, it takes a lot of energy from you for you to try and digest that. So Lakeisha says straight water. The meats are hard to digest. It's very hard on your body to try and digest that. So when you, and it requires energy. That's why people go to sleep after having turkey and all that ham and stuff on Christmas. They be sitting on the couch like, oh, because your body is like, okay, now I got to try and break all this stuff down.
Mhm.
The other one was lack of rest,
Oh.
not going to bed or pushing, trying to get the work done. Oh, I got to do one more. Shut it down and get some rest.
You find you're more productive once you've slept.
Jill Bernard says, yep, meat, dairy, and gluten are inflaming for a lot of people.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
because
I found bread to be a real problem for me recently.
it ain't real bread, but we ain't gonna go down that road.
Oh,
I'm like, you should be able to eat a piece of bread without it being weird. But okay. And then the last thing is stressing out. If
mhm.
you keep your stress down, you'll be prepared for the new year. You'll be prepared. Keep the stress down. Eat well, green if possible. The more greens you can eat, and fruits and vegetables and water, hydrate well, and rest. That means rest your mind as well as your body.
Mhm.
Rest. And you got to put a plan in place to do that. There's like Coach Karen, she has a certain time she can turn it off. I'm not talking to nobody. Turn the phone off. Okay, how many people turn the phone off and rest? They have an app on the phone for bedtime.
Yes, they do.
Use it. I don't. I think Android does too. I don't care who it is, and if Android doesn't do it,
There's probably an app.
there's an app for that. And set it where you can go to bed, where bedtime routine. It'll remind you time for you to wind down for the evening. And it'll send you a little notification. It'll dim the phone. It'll put it in do not disturb. And you shouldn't be getting phone calls, shouldn't come through unless they are emergency call list.
Mhm.
Um, Lakeisha says more greens raw because we cook all the good stuff out.
It's true.
There's so many places now that you can get really good food. There's a vegan restaurant. I was craving some comfort food, like
Mhm.
Sunday morning brunch type stuff with potatoes and
Yeah.
all that stuff, potatoes, eggs, and sausage and all that. I was craving that, but I knew that I had cut back on my meat. Well, there was a vegan restaurant.
Mhm.
I did say vegan, and what's her name? Donna would be so proud. But anyway, there was a vegan restaurant called Pure Soul. I kid you not. They have something called the Big Lebowski, and it had potatoes, eggs, sausage, cheese, some type of gravy, something. It was all plant based.
Mm.
I had to call them back and ask them, "Are y'all sure this is plant based and this ain't real meat and cheese and stuff?" Uh, it's on 56 and it's called Pure Soul. I'll put their thing in here. Pure Soul, be plant based Yeah,
The key.
I'll put it in there.
What do you mean? Mine goes off at 10. Remember at 9. Reminded at 9.
Her bedtime reminder.
Ah, okay. So, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Pure
It turns
Soul,
itself on and off, right?
huh?
She's saying it turns itself on and off automatically.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this on here. Pure Soul, plant-based. I'm telling you. Well, maybe I'll share the screen. Y'all gonna get hungry.
Uh,
I'm serious. It is. The food is good. Ready?
mm-hmm.
Ain't that looking good? That's vegan,
Oh,
y'all.
goodness.
Vegan.
It looks terrific.
Yes, it's vegan. Vegan. I was like, I can eat. The food tastes good.
The bread looks delicious too.
And they get that locally. They um, what is the word you use? Collaborate with a local baker here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you can't eat this every day because some of it's fried, but
It obviously.
they will deliver it and you can
Mhm.
pick it up.
Zest in Rockland. Okay. There's evidently that's a restaurant. Zest in Rockland, Jill, is that a restaurant?
A vegan
Veg in Midtown.
veg in Midtown. See, there is places where you can get vegan food. You understand?
Oh, the Keisha says she likes Zest also.
But it has to taste good. I don't want to taste no cardboard box. I'm sorry. And somebody made a what was it? A cauliflower crust pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Season the cauliflower crust, people, because it was. Anyway,
And
I'm
help.
gonna have to check out Zest, and I'm gonna have to check out Veg. Thank you, Jill, because we can eat well and it can taste good,
Mm-hmm.
and they deliver. I like that they deliver, and so you know if you're at home, you can have it brought to you. So Pure Soul Beats. I'm gonna go check out the other people. That food was good. I was like, oh, so I can have my Sunday brunch and not miss out. Right? I don't have to miss out on my Sunday brunch.
Yeah, and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. I don't eat like that every day. That's every once in a while, and the prices are not that bad either. I was like, oh, good. The food was good, just saying. And if my husband ate it, he said I would have never known if you didn't tell me.
See, that's what I think I could enjoy it if I did a blind test first.
You would, yeah, because they have chicken strips and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Okay.
And I think there was a sandwich that I tried the other day, and it was called Sweet Home Avocado. It's based on movies and stuff. So Sweet Home Avocado. I'm like, oh my gosh, it had sliced tomatoes, avocado. That sandwich stood about that thick with all the vegetables, bell peppers, and everything, and their special sauce. I was like, okay. They're not open on Monday and Tuesday, just I'm telling you now, so don't be trying to drive over.
Today. They're not open today. Okay.
Or tomorrow. But anyway.
They are open on the weekends.
They're open on Wednesday through Saturday. Yes, they are open on the weekends. So anyway, that was a hint from Coach Karen. Prepare
for new
what you're bringing into the house.
Yes.
Prepare for 2021. You all got this. You know what to do. You know what you want for your business. Sit down and take some time to think about what it is you want to do. Who are you? And what you need to do for your business to prepare for new arrivals. And let's do it.
All right, guys. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be here with Terry Johnson Online. She'll be talking social media marketing.
Mhm.
Wednesday, Coach Karen is taking off. So I think I might be here by myself. Guys, come keep me company. Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday is the day before
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Mhm. Yes. So she'll be
Oh,
off the
Christmas.
23rd and the 30th. So we will be filling in. Come see what we have for you. In
Mhm.
addition to that, we have um, happy, happy, healthy habits with Robin Shimizu and friends on Thursday. We won't be here long, but we will come in and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas because it's Christmas Eve. Christmas, we will not be here, but we wish you a Merry Christmas right now. And on normally on Friday we talk tech, but we won't be here because we'll all be celebrating Christmas. With that, we just want to say we'll see you tomorrow, same time, for Terry Johnson Online here on Biz Chicks. Have a great day, and remember to go to the front of your own line. Bye bye. Bye bye, friend.